Hey you guys, I hope you're having a great week so far. I missed our call on Tuesday due to some computer issues, but want to put this video out there to get you up to date on some things that we have coming up and also to address some security questions that people have brought up and different things that I would recommend doing as you're expanding your network and growing your social media. So first things first, let's go through our Fall to Fit group. Fit for Fall group. Goodness gracious. September 14th, Fit for Fall. It was going to be Fall into Fitness. We changed it. Fit for Fall. It's going to have a PIO focus because it is on sale, but you can add anybody. It's a mixed group. So they can do size, they can do bod, whatever it is, as long as they're paying for a program. And preferably they're on Shakeology because you know they'll get the best results with that Shakeology. I'll be adding in some run challenges as I'm gearing up marathon training, and PIO is such a great program to put in with endurance athletes. So I will be adding that into the challenge along with our basic physical challenges every week. Moving on, let's go over 10 things that you can do for security as you're growing on social media. All right, so 10 basic steps. Number one, add a VPN to all your devices. Something that you can get is Get Cloaked, C-L-O-A-K. It's an app. You can get like a 30-day trial, and that will cover your computer and your iPad and your phone, and it's just extra security to have. Number two thing, update your software, update everything on your phone, and on your computer. Make sure, when Facebook and Instagram are saying that there's an update, get an update, because chances are it could be a security risk and they're just fixing that bug through the update. Download a password manager. 1Password is a great one. It's the number 1 and then the word password. And this is something that you can store all of your security answers on. So basically, when you lose your password, you're asked security questions in order to retrieve your password. But a lot of times hackers, they don't have your passwords. It's not what they're trying to guess. They're guessing your security answers. So what street you grew up on, your name of your dog, your first car, and so on. So you want to have fake answers because anybody can find out anything these days, right? A lot of you post top 25 things you don't know about me, and a lot of those answers are actually on there, So have fake answers, and you could store that in the 1Password app. It doesn't have to be, the name of your first car. It could be something totally random instead, and just use that to retrieve your password if it gets lost. Have one master password, so one super, super long, crazy password, and the 1Password app can actually come up with this for you. And then have a password, change on all of your social media accounts, but also change your security answers. Number 4, figure out if your email is a high-risk email. And emails like Hotmail and Yahoo are pretty high risk for security. So Gmail would be a great one to get, and you can find out this information and maybe, switch to something that's more secure when you find out what you have. So number 5, change your iCloud settings and also enable a 2-step verification for that. So you want it to where when you sign into iCloud, it's also going to ask for a code or for you to scan something even after you've already put a password. And that's just an extra step to take for security. So highly recommend changing your iCloud settings to doing that. Number 6, set your iPhone to have a password, crazy people. Don't go around without a passcode on your iPhone or whatever phone you have. If you can use the thumbprint, the fingerprint on it, that's even better. Number 7, if you have an iPhone, turn off the Mail app. It's at a higher security risk, so just another added benefit not using it. 8, turn off location services on your phone and on social media apps. So don't check in with Facebook and Instagram and so on. You can check in, but do it like 3 days later. Or, I might say I'm here with my cousin, we're hanging out, but I'm not gonna post it till 6 hours later. So you don't have to post everything. You can say you're eating somewhere, if it has to do with something that you want to talk about. But don't post it that day. Don't post it at that time. Post it later on, because there's a lot that people can gain from those location services. And especially if you have kids, I would totally, I would not check in within the same week of being somewhere. Number 9, think about it, disconnect apps that share your social media. So let's say you're in an app or even on a website and it's saying, log in with Facebook. It's super easy. You'll have all your information. You don't have to enter it. Disconnect from apps that do that, from websites that do that, because you're already at a risk. If someone gets a hold of your Facebook, then you are, they can use that to log in other places. I'm still going back and trying to remember accounts that are linked with Facebook and trying to disconnect that. So get rid of that and don't do it anymore. And number 10, set up two-step verification on all your social media accounts. Instagram, I believe, has it. If it does, I've done it. Facebook has it. It's same thing as what I talked about with iCloud. It'll ask you for your password. You put your password, and then it says, put the code that we sent to your phone or wherever they sent it, and then you have to put that code in too. So it's just an extra precaution to have. I know a lot of you are like, well, I'm small right now. I'm just building my social media, just starting to network. But the point is that if you're not safe starting out, then as you're growing and as you're building your business and your brand, that you're not building it on anything safe. So you just got to make sure you're secure. I would recommend still having a public profile, having a public Instagram. You can have a separate one for your family if you want, but just make sure that you're not checking in everywhere and that your security answers aren't out there. Your fake security answers aren't out there, and you're just being smart with like the two-step verification. So hopefully you got some help on the security answers. And now I'm going to go into some networking tips that will help you. So I talked a little bit last week, I believe it was, on social media networking. I'm just going to touch on that a little bit. If you missed that video, make sure you go back and watch it. And different ways that you can network with people is joining groups on Facebook. Joining groups that you can relate to, you have interests with. It could be antiques, yard sales, quilting, I don't know, something like that. It could be running, it could be lifting, whatever it is. Join a group of people that are just like you, not another Beachbody group, but people that you can connect with and build relationships with, because those are the people that you want to be around because they're like you, and then you can build a relationship from there. So join those groups, start talking to those people, find out more about them, find out where they are, and just get to know them. And it's fun. It's fun that it's part of your Beachbody, vital behavior to connect with people. But that's how you network. So just join different groups, be social on social media and find out more. You can also do local events. Shay's big on this. She does a women's business networking luncheon weekly. She does stuff monthly. She's always out there, always connecting with people. So if you have questions on that, ask Shay. She can help you big time. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, she'll give you a list of stuff. If you're not local, then she can give you ideas on where you can go as well and check that out. Wherever you're local, I'm sure she has tips of things you could check out. Another thing is now on Instagram, you can start building your network by using your hashtags. So you want to use a hashtag that's not spammy and marketing, that's not hitting out a whole bunch of people. You want it to be something that you relate to as well. So I could use Ironman Brick or Ironman Workout or something like that, because that's what I know, I'm used to, I love, and those are the type of people that are going to use that hashtag too, and I want to connect with them. So using something like fitness is kind of overused, which I'm guilty of using it too, but it's not going to connect me with a general group of people that I want to be connected with, those people that I'm more like. So you want to find those hashtags. Use those hashtags. It could be Northwest Arkansas soccer mom, something crazy like that. You want one that other people are going to use, but you also want some that are going to connect you with the people that you want to be connected with, and then build relationships. Start liking and commenting on their stuff. Find out more about them. It's the same thing as with Facebook. Same thing if you were in person and you're in a room with somebody and you're wanting to know more about them and connect with them. You're going to ask them questions about themselves. You're going to ask more. So, it's the same thing. When you're going back and you're building networks, I'm talking about new relationships, but when you're going back and you're thinking, who did I go to school with? Who did I play sports with growing up? Who did my dad go to school with? Who did my mom, hang out with in church groups or whatever it is? Start adding those people and building those relationships, and you'll start remembering. You'll start remembering people, and you'll start connecting and start asking where they are in their life and asking them, how are their kids doing and how are their parents, and just connect and ask questions. And that's how you're networking. That's how you're growing and finding out where these people are and how they're doing. So the last little thing I want to touch up on is using a freemium to grow your brand and your network even more. And this is something that I don't want to overwhelm you. It's not in the new coach training. It's not something that's in our Beachbody coach training. It's just something that can help you to expand and to grow. And this is offering a freemium, so it's something of value like a 7-day clean eat meal plan or something like that we already do the groups on, and it's offering something of value in exchange for their email address and building a system through like MailChimp, using lead pages. You don't need a website, you don't need a fancy website, just building up a way to get their email address so you can communicate with them and not rely on a Facebook newsfeed to get your message across to somebody and to share it with somebody. So on that note, I'm not going to go through it in detail, but I am going to leave it out there. And for those of you that want to know more on how to build a freemium, how to use lead pages, a MailChimp system, anything like that, where, a mail account that you're able to send out mass messages and even communicate with people, and how to build a freemium and do that. If you want to know more how to do that, it's taking it to a whole new level. And I know some of you are still working on new coaches and new coach training. Don't worry. But if you want help developing something that you can offer to people for free to help build that relationship, get their email address and connect with them, let me know. And I will do a call specifically on this, and we will go over it and we'll map it out and we'll talk about what will work for you and what you can do. I give away running plans. I give away a free Eat Clean meal plan. What else do I do? Workouts, things like that. So things that you're offering a value to give to somebody. And then when you offer your premium, which could be a challenge pack and a challenge group, then you already have that relationship, you already have that connection, and you can ask them and invite them from there. For those that want it, let me know, and we will schedule a call on that, or I'll do a video, whatever you want to do. So that's all I have. If you have questions on the Fall to Fit group, if you have questions on a free group, Kristen is hitting up a bod group, so make sure you get in on that. And any other thing, just let me know. I'm here to help you guys, and we will have a team call on Tuesday night. Woo woo! So enjoy your Monday holiday. Woo! And we'll hit it up. Okay, bye you guys.